Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I have all of these fun bright colors to put together, and this is the KS Craft Polaroid die set that I have acquired, I don't know exactly when, while ago. But I love using this die set because it's just so fun to coordinate colors and come up with the end product. Now my friend Judith in France has asked me to do a tutorial because she actually has the die set that was gifted to her. And so here I am about to put together the Doodlebug Designs Over the Rainbow camera. I love this collection so much because it just has so many beautiful, happy, bright, cheerful colors. I will start off by showing you guys what's involved in the set. Now, everything that comes in the set I do not use. So Judith, if you're watching this, I use this here. Then I also cut this piece here. And then I cut these pieces here. Now this is the base and this piece goes on top of this. So I would suggest don't use the pattern paper that you want to see the most as a base. Use the base as the color that's going to support the pattern paper that you would like to use for this. Okay, then it also comes with this circular piece here and these little tiny bits. Now, if you know me, Solae, I do not enjoy using teeny tiny bits that come in the die set. So I do my best to use my other cabochons and gem stickers and some little ephemera pieces instead of using something that requires small bits like this. Judith, I don't use these. You don't have to either. To make your life easy, you just really need to use these main bits. Okay, so that's my first explanation. Then, so like I've said, you need to choose the base color that will support the pattern paper that you want to see the most, which is this large bit here. So let me start off with this one here. So I'm going to dissect all of these. I'm gonna I have roughly put together the colors that I think is gonna work for me and how I would like to glue them together. So I have this bit here. Now because I only had the 6x6 Doodlebug paper pad, I am trying to also utilize other paper bits that I have to stretch my Over the Rainbow collection. Now I really wanted to use this cloudy pattern paper from Over the Rainbow as my top bit here. So I needed to find a color, base color paper that would match this sky blue here. So I thought this one here was perfect. So it's going to look like this. Now you can decide to just glue on everything flat without adding any dimension, but I like to add a bit of dimension, and the way for me to do that is to just turn it around, add some foam tape. Now this is a foam tape that I really like, so I am going to show you how I add it on. Now you don't have to add the foam tape to this part here. You can keep it nice and flat as well. So I am going to probably maybe show you several different ways that you can do it. You really don't need to add dimension to this part, but sometimes adding a little bit extra dimension does make a bit of a difference. I love that rainbow paper as well, so I made sure that I utilize that in the other parts of the things as well. So I need to put something in the middle also, otherwise it's gonna sink and you don't want the middle part to sink. So as long as you spread out the foam layer so that it balances it out. Okay, one more. And If your foam tape has really sticky, nice and strong sticky back piece, the sticky bit, you don't have to add glue, but I'm going to add it just in case. I feel like my foam tape is pretty strong anyway, but I'm going to add it. So I am just going to put it on like this. Okay. So now you have that guideline there. Can you see that line? Now that's where I'm going to put the next piece. And the next piece that I like to put on is this one here. And I have already gone ahead and put some foam bits at the back. So, and because I don't know if I'm going to keep it or to send it away, I'd like to make sure that it's really glued on nicely. So using that guideline, I am just putting that on top. So now I've got this much done, and there's a little bit of dimension happening. Okay. So you just have to make sure that you don't glue over this slot here, because that's the slot that the photo is going to slide out from. See, I'll show you. See? You need to do this at the end, and it stays like this. So you can actually, you know, glue this side bit only. See, if you decide to just glue here, here, and here, then you can actually make a card and write a secret, not a secret message, but you can write a message, and then it'll pull out to reveal the message if it's going to be a card. But I usually like to make this Polaroid camera just as a fun embellishment to make. Now I am going to do the circular part. Now with this circular part, when you cut out that circle piece, you get two pieces, the middle part and then the outer frame. So I have seen people make shaker with this part, but I find making a shaker for me that's a circular shape like this very fiddly, and I really don't want my crafty time to be really stressful. So I have cut out, this time I'm going to do something a little bit different to my other Polaroid camera I've done. I've cut out 2 layers of the foam. I've cut this out twice and then discarded the middle. Well, I still saved it. I might be able to use it for something else. So I am going to attach this here. So you can see the circle outside, the circular line. So use that as a guide and then make sure to glue it on like that. And I am going to, I mean, I can just leave it like that, but I might add the red. We shall see. I might not want it. Sometimes as I make things, like I have things planned, then it kind of changes as well. So I might not. I don't know. But it might be too bluey, and I don't want it to be too bluey. The reason is because this pattern paper has some bits of red mushroom, I would like to actually include a little bit of red. Otherwise, I feel like it doesn't balance for me. So I am going to now glue this bit on here. I'll do this. Now you don't have to use a glue gun to do this part because you're not making a shaker. So if you just use a normal plain glue, I think that'll be fine. But I am going to. And it really doesn't matter if you don't get it exactly where you want it. Sometimes things happen for a reason. So then I am going to put that in there. Do this. And I figured because I have used the glittery foam, it can sort of slightly show as like a border, and I thought that would be really nice too. So now I have a bit of dimension happening again. Okay. Now I am going to show you what I'm going to do with the frame part. So when you cut out the frame part, you get 2 pieces, like this one and this one here. Now you can just glue it on like this. Okay. I really need to buy myself a nice glue because I am really like sometimes getting frustrated not being able to have the perfect glue, because I have been using the Elmer's glue, but they come in such a big bottle and it really hurts my hand. It's like really heavy for me. So you match it like this and then you glue it. Okay, so you have this. But I also want to have this picture here on there in the middle. So I am going to cut this bit off to fit it in. Okay. So then I am going to glue this on here. So I'm going to explain how I put together this first part here, and then I will glue the rest off camera, and I will come back to share with you guys everything I have completed. Otherwise, this video will be really long. So you can do whatever you like with this frame part. You can even use tiny stickers to decorate, like tiny stickers like these to decorate the middle part. Or you can just simply use sentiment strips, like thin sentiment strips. And this one says hanging with my nomies. Now, I am going to decorate this Polaroid camera bit. Now see how there is 2 dots there. I have also done before, just add 2 little gemstones there. But this time I am going to add this daisy piece to there. And then there is a little circle piece there, circle shape there. So you can actually use something like this to just stick one there, but I'm gonna do 2 of it. And I also wanted to say, just because the die set comes with all of these different bits, you do not have to stress yourself and try to use every single bit. Just use the ones that you really want to use and then go from there. Like, don't stress yourself. So I'm gonna put those, and I really want to put this sending my love. So I put little glue here, a little bit of glue here, and then I'm going to sort of put it there like that. Top off this white frame, a little bit off. And I alter my ephemera pieces all the time to suit my project. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I can hide that my part, so I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do that. Okay, then I'm gonna add this birdie to the top left corner, and I'll put the birdie there, like that. Then I get to slide this from underneath, and then you have this. Now, if you wanted to turn this into a tag flip by making several of these, what I suggest to do is glue little bit there, glue that bottom bit there, and stick it onto the back so that it just stays like this. Then you can punch a hole here to make a tag flip. That's how I go about doing this. I hope this helps you, Judith. And I also hope that this video can help other people out there that might have the die set but have not played with it yet. I will be back to share with you my completed 4 different Polaroid camera embellishment. I'll be back soon. So I wanted to come on here again and show you the final one that I'm about to complete, because I really wanted to share some other little tips that I like to use when I'm creating embellishments. So with the middle part, you know, where I have added the circular part in the middle, sometimes you can use some cut apart pieces. So in the Doodlebug 6x6 paper pad, there is a sheet that has this happy birthday cut apart. I think this is like a 3x3 size. And I really wanted to have that happy birthday as a circular part for my middle, for the lens. And so I did not want to use this die again to cut this part, because if I did that, then I would be getting a frame and the circular part. So not doing that, I can just back it onto the frame part. Now with the frame part, because I wanted the frame part to be have some dimension, I cut several of them using some recycled cardstock. Can you see? It's got like 1, 2, maybe 4 pieces on there. So I wanted to show you guys that this is how the cut apart sheet look like. And then, so you glue the glue the frame onto the cut apart. Show you. Then you push it down to glue it well. Alright. Then what you do is you get your scissors and you cut around it. And it just makes it so easy to just use to layer any cut apart sheet that you want. You just have to position it in the right way, where you want to place it exactly. And then you can just cut around it like this to utilize the cut apart pieces. Okay. Gee, I really do not like the glue gun spiderweb things. Oh my gosh, I really hate those. So then you're going to attach it to the middle there. Now I have already glued that piece there because I really wanted that to be behind my tulip piece that I'm about to add. Now I am going to glue that on there. Any glue for this, but because I have used the little bit of a glossy cardstock, I decided to use the glue gun. And then that completes my lens part. See the dimension? It's not a huge dimension, but it kind of makes things pop a bit. So I really like it like that. Now another thing I wanted to share is, I know that not all of the crafters out there might do this, but I like to save wherever I can. So if I need a bit of dimension, I can be using like chipboard negative pieces. You know, like when you buy the chipboard sheet and it comes in, when you use the chipboard stickers, then the outer layer frame part, you can actually chop those up to use for dimension as well. But I have been cutting my foam, right, for the lens part here. So I wanted to utilize all of these negative bits instead of just chucking it away. So I needed to add dimension. So instead of using this, I used the leftover pieces of the foam sheet to add my dimension. And it's completely okay to do that, because when you glue it down, you're really not gonna be able to see this at all. And you know why I really like to save wherever I can? Because if you save a bit, I mean, foam tapes can all add up too. So if you save a bit, you can use that savings on something else crafty, right? Or on sending happy mail to your friends in different locations. And that's how I would like to do it. See, now it's looking very pretty. For the button pieces, I have used the small heart odds and ends that comes in the pack. Now I'm going to complete adding this tulip piece right next to this flower there. So I am just going to glue a little bit there and then add a bit more look to the lens part. And I have this adorable sweet bug, which I'm going to put at the top. Okay. So it doesn't cover the happy word, so I'm going to do that. See? Then I am going to slide my frame part underneath like that. But I have decided that I'm going to make a tag flip with my Polaroid bits. embellishment. So I'm just going to glue it like this. Oh, made a mistake and added the glue onto the front part. See, this is what happens when you're doing tutorials or videos. But don't worry, you can actually pull this off if you do it carefully. Yeah, I did not make this mistake before when I was doing these three, and because I'm doing video, this always happens. But that's okay. It's really okay. So I will take this off even more further off camera. Now, I am also not complete it yet, you guys. Okay, I'm going to quickly show you what I've done. See, I've got this here. I'll do a close-up. But I am going to use some diamond dots and maybe like this Nuvo drop, which is my favorite. I'm going to use a bit more of those to decorate further. And I will be back to show you my completed Polaroid camera embellishment. Okay, you guys, I have completed my set of Polaroid camera embellishments, and I did mention that I decided to make these into a tag flip, but when I finished it, I was like, do I really want to make it into a tag flip or do I want to do something else? So I am really not sure yet, but let me show you what else I have done to these. So using this Nuvo glitter drop, which is my absolute favorite. Seriously, I just love this stuff so much. And this one is called Gold Coast, and that's where I live here in Australia. I think that's why it makes it even more special maybe. But I really love anything glittery, sparkly, as you know. So I have added that to the middle part of the daisy here, and also to the cutie snail. Then I have also used this pearl white. Now this is the Pops of Color one, which is like Nuvo, but this one comes from scrapbook.com. And I have added that to the middle part of the yellow flower here, and also to the top part here of the beautiful butterfly. Then I have also used, for this color combo here, I have used this Pops of Color from scrapbook.com. I'm not sure what this is called. Bubblegum. This is called Bubblegum. And I have added that to here. And also to the flower bit there, and also added this to the middle part of the daisy there. Then for this one here, I have added the Gold Coast to here, and that's what I've done. And also, I'm not sure if I showed you guys, I added this butterfly to the middle part of this daisy because I thought the pink button, this embellishment piece, goes so nicely with all of the colors here. So let me just show you one by one. I just love these so much. And you guys, if you're doing Happy Mail, you can also just use this as a card like this, because at the back you've got plenty of space to write your note. I just love them. And this one here, hanging with my Nomies. Love them. And this one here, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are grey. Lucky and blessed. And this one here, happy birthday. I hope this video has helped Judith, and I really hope that you guys have enjoyed listening to me. Honestly, you guys, when I talk about anything crafty, it really helps me relax. My anxiety is always super high, but when I talk about anything crafty, it really calms me down. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being my friend. Bye for now.